Good morning. I don't want to be here. I told my husband, like, I don't feel good. I just not sick, like exhausted, just pure exhaustion. I got all ready to run. I have been having to pin my hair out of my face. I'm like everything except for my shoes are at this point are ready to run, except for my body is not. So I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk. I'm gonna walk. I don't even. This is not how we intro a video, Ariel. Oh my god. Good morning. Welcome to week 19. It's Tuesday. Oh my god. Anyways, oh, that was funny. I love that. I love me. Yeah, so I'm gonna walk today, and I don't even care how far I get or what I do. I'm gonna watch some videos, and I'm gonna try and go at maybe a 1 or a 2 incline just to get my heart rate going. But honestly, today's feeling more like a rest day. Yesterday, I only got 6,000 steps, almost 7,000 steps. I am in the luteal phase of my period technically, but I'm on that birth control that's supposed to be helping that. Also, it was the full moon yesterday, and blah, 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 blah. The universe wants me to be tired. So I'm tired. Okay, so I guess I'm gonna do what I can, and that's my best. And if my best is half a mile, fantastic. If my best is a mile, fantastic. If my best is 2 miles, I'm going to be jumping up and down for joy because that's amazing. But if I can only make it half a mile or a mile, I will get half a mile or a mile later and it will be fine. And it will just be... I was talking to the well-traveled woman yesterday about this because I'm just exhausted. Like, my mind is like, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. And my body is like, let's slow, let's slow, let's slow. Because it doesn't want to go anywhere. So I have literally just been reading my book and haven't done a ton of other stuff. I did do my upper body workout, over almost 7,000 pounds lifted in the morning yesterday. And then I did get to 6,000, almost 7,000 steps. And so, like, I'm not doing nothing, but I am doing the very bare minimum. I think I got 5,000 steps on Sunday, and yeah, so, like, it's not even like I'm sick. It is literally like my body is so exhausted. It has no gas in the tank. So, if I get on this treadmill and there's no gas in the tank, then there's no gas in the tank. I don't have any gas. Anyways, yeah, I'm gonna stop complaining about, I'm not even complaining. I'm not complaining. This is just explaining that I feel exhausted, and I'm allowed to explain that I feel exhausted. And so now I'm gonna do my best to try and shift that. 2.04 miles in 45 minutes, 22-minute pace. I did an incline of, I got up to an incline of 3. Today for breakfast is the same thing I had for yesterday. You just didn't see it, and you can hear my dogs enjoying the bowl. I have a bagel with peanut butter and Greek yogurt mixed with chia seed pudding that's made with milk and chia seeds, and then honey drizzled on top. This would be really good with some like berries or bananas or even apples even. So I'm excited for this. Okay, I got one down. We'll see. I'm gonna throw this in the fridge. If I'm still hungry in a little bit, I'll eat more. Fresh kale salad. Got most of my ingredients from the farmer's market. I have obviously kale, and then bell peppers, tomatoes, cucumbers, feta, chicken, half a chicken breast, and olive oil, part of a lemon, fresh squeezed lemon, and salt and pepper. This is what's left. I made sure to eat all the chicken. Excuse me. I have more chicken over there, so I'm going to add it to this and then I'll have it later. My daughter's going to run on the treadmill and I'm going to eat this cookie. It's my turn to walk on the treadmill now. Okay, I actually technically did 52 minutes and at least 2.38 miles, but I forgot to turn my watch on. Hold on. When I paused, so it's at 2.06 miles and 45 minutes. So I actually did more than what it said. Tonight for dinner is hard shell tacos. I've got beef, mushrooms, onions, beans, bell peppers, if you didn't hear that, cheese, Greek yogurt. Stop it, you guys. Greek yogurt, tomato, and lettuce. An iced tea latte with cold foam mixed in, and it is delicious. My oldest made creme brulee, so I'm having some with sugar on top and some without, because I like it both ways. Good morning, y'all. It's week 19, it's Friday. Core day. Some days you come into the gym and you're just pumped, and other days it takes you 2 hours to get your emotions under inflow, and then you walk into the gym and there's cat poop on your yoga mat. And today's one of those days. So, I meditated for 2 hours this morning. A lot coming up for me, a lot of fear, just trying to trust in the future and trust in stuff I don't want to trust in right now. And yeah, and I'm not very good at cleaning up cat poop, and so that was pretty miserable because my husband's still asleep. But I did it, and I flipped the yoga mat over. I'm not gonna go on that side. I'm gonna flip it. I am gonna pick it up this time because I think what happened was I got left laying out, and my cat is an old man, and we've taken him to the vet so many times for this, but he pees and poops on cloth. If he deems it to be a good enough piece of cloth, he pees and poops on it. We actually switched him to wet food because it stops him from doing it as much. I had a girl I knew who said it was from the ash in the dry food, but all I know is he still does it, even on the wet food. So, like, my solar plexus and my heart chakra are just like inflamed today is what it feels like. They are screaming at me for attention, and they got 2 hours of attention this morning, so I don't know what they want. So I guess I'll start with core. I love core. It's one of my favorite days of the week. But man, today I just want to lay on this yoga mat and pretend like I don't exist as a person, you know, just like shut down for a while. Like, I even like woke up really early this morning, couldn't sleep, just awake. I'm like, would like to just zoom. I'm a computer and I've shut down. Anyways, core. Common theme of my second day of the week is I forgot that I was vlogging. I have just been like all in my emotions today. Mostly meditating, but I did have a piece of toast. I found a loaf of bread that someone hid in a different drawer that I don't normally put bread in. And so it's 2 grams of fiber and 5 grams of protein. And then I had quite a bit of peanut butter on it, probably a serving or 2, possibly 2. Then I also had 2 plums. So and then I actually didn't stretch today. I've just been kind of feeling like I need to meditate instead of doing a bunch of stuff, but yeah, I've drank almost a whole water and a half an electrolyte, so I'm doing well on the fluid situation. I know I don't talk about it a lot because in my original vlogs that I was doing, like, I was getting more than necessary most days. So I will assure you, I'm like, on a very warm day, I'm usually getting 5 32-ounce water bottles in, if not 4 water bottles and 1 electrolyte. So I am getting my water intake in. I have a portion of these chips. If you haven't tried these are really good. If you like a little bit of spice, really good. I don't normally eat a lot of like processed fibers or proteins, but I'm craving one of these sweet peach punch bars. I may or may not eat the whole thing. I definitely won't do it in one sitting. I will take one bite of at a time, probably every 15 to 30 minutes until I'm satisfied, because they're just so intense. I'm gonna have this half a cookie. My period's coming any day now, and as you can see, I want carbs and sweets. My lunch is as close to girl dinner as I get. I got a hummus, some cucumber, a carrot, and Grillo pickles. I've been trying to do micro walks on the treadmill for like 10 to 15 minutes after every meal, and that has not happened. So I'm going to just walk on the treadmill for like probably 25 minutes. Yeah, here we go. 1.1 miles in 25 minutes, 22-minute pace. I was doing incline. I also did 25 minutes this morning too after I finished my core. I forgot to mention that. Dinner is pasta salad with chicken, tomatoes, bell peppers, cucumbers, olives, red onions, Italian dressing, and pasta. Dessert is Greek yogurt with some powdered sugar that I have for like a frosting, and then I made a cake that has zucchini, berries, like the triple berry blend from Costco, oats, flour, some seeds, and some other thing to make a cake. I'm gonna have some popcorn. Good morning, y'all. It is Sunday. It is my rest day. And I have decided that having curly bangs is like being in a rodeo, like on a bull. I live in Montana. I've been to many rodeos. And so the bull just kind of does what the heck it wants. This is the bull. And I'm just the cowboy holding on for dear life, hoping that this does something resembling keeping pace or something. I don't know the term. I just watch I don't even do it anymore. I don't like watching rodeos anymore. I'm a bad Montanan. It's fine. Anyways. This week was week 19, and it went pretty good. There was some like struggles with mindset around food because I ended up eating out a lot. Not totally on purpose, but a little bit. I had I think I came up with a total of 4 meals out this week, which compared to how many meals I had at home, that's not terrible. So I don't know, I was talking to my husband about it, and it was like I still ate more vegetables in every single one of those days than most people eat in probably a couple of days. So, and I feel like, I think there's a hair on my lip. I feel like there's a difference in my stomach. Like, I just feel like it got smaller. Like, it feels different. It looks different when, yeah, it just feels like I got smaller. So, I will take progress pictures next week and I will find out. But how did this week go? Fitness was on point this week. I did really good. Monday I did my upper body, and I think this is the week where I got to 100-pound lat pull downs, which My goal is to eventually get to 200 pounds, but 100 pounds is incredible. Like, I'm still a beginner in the gym, like, really in the first 6 months of my gym training experience, and, yeah, so I'm feeling really good about my 100-pound lat pull downs. What is that one doing? Do you see that? Like, watch. Boing. Let's see if we can tuck it away. Because currently nope, we can't. Okay, well, no one's saying anything about it then. But, yeah, so feeling really good about my lat pull downs. And then, went for just a short, I've been on the treadmill all week because I can get more of my heart rate up on the treadmill on an incline than I can just for going outside in a walk in the heat. Well, okay. I started off the week with it raining, so I didn't want to go outside. I can hike in the rain, but I don't want to walk in the rain. I don't know what the difference is, but it's not as enjoyable. Oh, you know what it is? Probably the scenery. It smells a lot different in the forest when it rains than it does outside. But then, I did the treadmill all week pretty much, and so I did a walk on the treadmill on Monday. I didn't hit 10,000 steps. I was pretty exhausted that day. I hit like, I think 5,000 or 6,000 steps. And then Tuesday, I felt a little better, so I did like a 45-minute incline walk in the morning and like a 55-minute incline walk in the afternoon. And I hit, and it was only 55 minutes because I forgot to turn my watch back on. So my watch only counted it as 45 minutes, but it was 55 minutes. So my body counted it as 55 minutes. And that's what I'm trying to remember. I had a really great comment from someone yesterday on my 4-month update about how if it helps me towards my goals, it counts towards my progress, right? And I'm like, absolutely. So like an extra 10 minutes on the treadmill, absolutely, it helps me towards my progress. So, and then Wednesday I did lower body, and like I PR'd all the reps. I think I did more reps. I ended up doing, so I love my app that keeps track of my weights, because it tells me how much I lifted that day total. And I lifted almost 12,000 pounds on my legs on Wednesday, and that feels incredible to know. So, yeah, I had, like, after I was having my hips were really tight. My sacral chakra was just having one. And, honestly, the leg workout just helped the hips release so much. And after my Bulgarian split squats, I couldn't handle lunges. So I did the rest of my stuff. And then at the end, after I finished my step ups, I was like, I wonder if I can handle lunges now. And when I do Bulgarian split squats, I have to do them with my shoes off. Well, I'm pretty sure I have to do lunges with my shoes on, because I tried it again at the end with my shoes off, and it was so much more stable. So, yeah, it was like I did more reps. Yeah, exactly. Okay, moving on. And then that day, I was like, I just want to like try and get as many steps as I can in, but I don't want to be on the treadmill all day. So I'm going to do this in like 10 to 20 minute increments. And I'm just going to get on the treadmill a couple, like, after every time I eat. And so I did it, like, I think I got on the treadmill like 3 or 4 times that day. But I would be on there, and I don't know if anybody's seen those videos where you're like, the might as well. I don't know what it's called. Like, it's basically like a tool. But you're like, my dishes need washed. So I'll just convince myself to wash one dish. And then you wash that one dish and you're like, might as well wash 5 dishes. I'm already here washing dishes. And then you wash 5 dishes. Well, I'm on the treadmill and I get to 10 minutes and I'm like, I might as well get to 15. And then I'm at 15 minutes and I'm like, might as well get to 0.75. So sometimes I get to 0.75. Other times I'm like, and then I'm at 0.75 and we're at 18 minutes and I'm like, might as well get to 20 minutes. So it worked out. I did a variety of times that day. I just did. God, this one is really driving. It's my horn. That's what I've decided. I'm a unicorn. But yeah, it felt really good to just do that, and I hit about 10,000 steps. I think I got on there 3 times, honestly. And then the next day I did like 22 minutes on the treadmill, and then my daughter and I went shopping and I got to like 9,500 steps, or maybe that was another day. I got like 10,000 steps that day, but I was like, I didn't have to get on the treadmill a second time. I just naturally got a lot of steps that day. And then Friday I did core in the morning, and in the afternoon I got on the treadmill for, I think it was 2 1-mile walks, and so I got 2 miles total that day. And then Saturday I did a 45-minute treadmill incline walk, and then I went for a 4-mile hike with my husband. And when I say hike, it was more of a walk through the woods because there was only like 200 feet of elevation gain. But it was really beautiful. We were like, there were flowers everywhere, and like we were just like walking on the trail, and like you just like swarms of dragonflies and butterflies and bees would just like flow up. It was so cool. My husband did read the map properly, and he found out the place I want to go that I think is a meadow is actually a marsh, and I will not be able to go through it until it freezes over. So we're going to have to try some different trail systems, which there are other trail systems, but they're pretty overgrown, and some of them are not well maintained. So, I don't know. I think if I'm going to do those ones, it has to be on a cooler day so I can wear my pants, because it was pretty, like, grassy, and, like, just, like, even the grass getting stuck on my legs, it started to get irritated, so I just, and the other trails were worse than that one. That was one of the more maintained trails, so I don't know, but it's still good, beautiful 4-mile hike, so very enjoyable. And I just got to go out in the woods, which I was happy about, which I was not motivated this week to go out by myself, so I was really happy my husband came. And he like passed out when we got home, and he's like, I don't know if it was like pain or what, which he also took 2 Benadryl, and like I can take 2 drowsy Benadryl and not have a problem, but other people cannot, and he apparently just had a combination of things, but yeah. So feeling really good about my fitness this week, and just like overall just my mental health. Honestly, like Friday was one of those days where like I was kind of struggling. Thursday also, no, it was just Friday, because I was on camera Friday, and that's what and I remember talking about it, but it was like I was just struggling emotionally, and like the next morning I behaved like a child, and I had to apologize because I behaved like a child. And so I was able to work through it, and like I already feel on the other side, which is crazy to say because there was like a moment on Friday where I just like, whoo, I like wasn't screaming at anyone. I just internally was dark. And I just like remember basically curling up as small as I could get on the couch. I'm like, I felt tiny in that moment and insignificant, and just like nobody cared about me, and nobody ever would, and nothing would ever change, and everything bad in the world ever happened to me. And I was just feeling that, and I flowed with it and tried to let it come up. And like, what's crazy is it only took like maybe an hour before I started feeling better, doing all that somatic meditation and just allowing my thoughts to be what they were instead of trying to change them into something they didn't want to be. I don't know how this works, man. I just allowed them. Like, they were crappy. They were negative, sad, irksome. Other people would be like, wow, that's really depressing. But they just were, you know? And I allowed them to be, and they passed. And they passed relatively quickly, because I've done this so many times now that it only took an hour for me to feel the darkness and feel completely out of control. Because the rest of the day, oh man, I like was reminding myself, like, I don't know if I've completely felt in control before that moment, but I was like reminding myself, like, I'm in control of my life and I create my life and all that stuff. And then, like, after the darkness, it was like, no, you don't understand. I control my life. It's not the universe that controls my life. The universe is not waiting. I am not waiting for the universe to tell me I'm ready. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. This usually happens in my Wondered videos. Whew. The universe is waiting for me to tell them I'm ready. You know what, universe? I'm ready. I'm ready. Promotion. I'm ready. Promotion. 90 babies. And you know what? Not even just 90 babies. My youngest loves SpongeBob. So, I felt more in control after that darkness. I am in control. I am ready. I am ready. So, I feel better. I just feel lighter, and I don't feel the darkness that I was feeling yesterday morning and the day before. And I was able to apologize, and I was able to realize what it was inside me that was irritated, that I was blaming everyone outside me for. And I'm human, so sometimes it happens where I blame other people outside myself, but I'm also a professional human. So I know that blaming other people is not going to fix the problem, and the problem is the trigger that is activating inside of me that needs to be loved and felt and heard and seen, and the need is coming up, and it needs to be accepted, and I am the one who is in control of accepting it. My husband can't accept my feelings inside of my body. He can accept my feelings that I'm saying externally, but he cannot accept the feelings that are happening inside my body any more than I can accept the feelings that are happening inside his body. Guess that means I have to accept my feelings. Guess that means he has to accept his feelings. Guess that means we all have to accept our feelings. Okay, well, holy crap, 17 minutes of talking, man. No wonder no one ever makes it to the end of my videos, because you watch the fun parts, the fitness and the eating, and then you're like, damn, she's just blathering on for 17 minutes about nonsense that won't make sense to anybody else. Might make sense in the future. certainly doesn't make sense right now to anybody. I appreciate those of you who do watch my videos and get anything out of it. I don't know what you get out of it, but I hope something, anything. A hug, a love. How about I'll see you in the next one. Remember to be kind to yourself.